First, we're going to hear House Bill 7063. That is by Representative Tina Spears. Representative Spears, yes, would you like to please introduce the bill?
So this bill is what we call Universal Design Bill. It implements new standards for new affordable housing. It basically creates an environment where when we're developing publicly funded housing, we take into consideration certain principles that really make anyone be able to use that home or that apartment complex, whatever it might be. And the standards are things like wider doorways, ramps everywhere, open design, lever door handles as opposed to knobs. So this bill is intended to start moving in the direction of creating an environment for individuals with disabilities, ambulatory needs as they progress as we age. That's what this bill is intended to do, is to start that process that we start considering those kind of design features. So the bill goes on with more detail around when and how, but I'm going to end there, and a lot of the testimony today you'll hear will be who's impacted by this policy.
Thank you, Chairman. Representative Spears, are there any costs that are going to be included with this? Any cost to consumers, any cost to builders?
So as it's written, no, this is really a policy and a standard of build. Certainly, we have heard, and I will tell you that we did a little bit of research on this, and in Alameda, California, they proposed this policy and adopted it, but because of concerns about cost, they assessed whether or not, they included a variance, essentially, for a builder who's building an affordable complex to seek variance for cost. And fortunately, no one requested it. And other counties that we talked to, I talked to someone in Florida, they indicated once they designed them, everyone wanted them because people could see the benefit long-term when they got into those units, that their family members who might have mobility issues, themselves as they age. So it was pretty universal. That's why it's called universal design.
My name, again, is Mireille Sayaf. I am the Executive Director at the Ocean State Center for Independent Living, committed to advocating for the rights and needs of individuals with disabilities. Thank you so much for the opportunity to testify. Our center OSCIL strongly supports Bill H7063. We firmly believe that universal design is not merely a concept, but a critical necessity in establishing a more inclusive and accessible environment for all residents of Rhode Island. To underscore our stance on this bill, I would like to emphasize that as a Center for Independent Living, we adhere to a consumer-driven and consumer-directed model. Specifically, more than 51% of our staff are individuals with visible and invisible disabilities. Given that universal design plays a pivotal role in facilitating full community participation for our constituents, it is a matter of paramount importance to us. One of the most critical needs for people with disabilities and continuing is home modifications, reflecting our center's commitment to implementing universal design principles. For the past 25 years, our busiest program has been our Home Access Program, which allows our consumers to maintain independence in their homes and communities by providing adaptive equipment and home modifications to remove barriers to independence. The last fiscal year, our center allocated $888,000 for direct services, 68% of which, amounting to $606,000, was spent on home modifications, adaptive equipment, technology, internet connectivity, and home tech devices. Some of the examples of home mods that we did were tub shower conversion, railings, stair lifts, ramps, tub cuts, door widening, modified stairs, and countless grab bars. As we advocate for this bill, we emphasize the following key points. Inclusive inclusive housing. Universal design and housing ensures that living spaces are created to accommodate a diverse range of abilities and needs, promoting independence and quality of life for individuals with disabilities. Economic benefits. Implementing universal design principles contributes to the economic well-being of our communities. It opens doors for a wider demographic, fostering greater workforce participation and reducing the need for costly retrofits. Social inclusion. Accessible environments break down barriers and promote social inclusion. Universal designs allows individuals with disabilities to actively engage in their communities, creating a more vibrant and diverse society. Long-term savings. Investing in universal design is a smart fiscal choice. By incorporating accessibility features from the start, we reduce the needs for costly modifications and renovations in the future. We kindly request that you consider our testimony in favor of this bill and support its advancement. The implementation of universal design principles aligns with our shared vision of a Rhode Island that is welcoming and accessible for everyone, regardless of their abilities. Thank you for your time and consideration.
Many challenges faced by people with disabilities are avoidable if society didn't set up the challenges in the first place. Lack of curb cuts, lack of ramps, lack of elevators, lack of accessible handles, accessible counters, accessible turnstiles. We can go on. If society were to address the needs for all in every planning stage of construction and implementation, many daily challenges would cease to exist. Rather than consider a way to fit in accessibility afterwards, starting with inclusiveness first will make the difference. These design concepts will assist young mothers with strollers, it'll assist delivery people, moving companies, older people, and many others as well as the disability community. Georgia did it with their New Home Access Act 2011. New homes are now built with ramps rather than stairs. All doors are 32 inches wide. Outlets and wall switches are accessible. A city in Illinois requires that all new homes be built for accessibility. 3,500 new homes are now accessible. A county in Arizona did it. 22,000 homes have been built so far. Officials have gone on record saying that the access features didn't change the cost of construction. And these changes have proven to reduce the enormous financial impact nursing homes have on the state and national budget. These changes allow people to stay independent in their own homes. Making everything accessible to all in the first place would help us develop a better, more inclusive society. We have an opportunity to begin a movement, to change a society's attitudes, and to change the way things have always been done. We have a chance to make it better. We all do. Start the change with House Bill number 7063. Because if it doesn't start here and now, where and when will it start? Thank you.